How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Ryan. You're tuned in to Crosswatcher. We're going to get right into it. I have a tarot read for you today, and we're going to start. First of all, this is the third installment for the Mercury in retrograde series that'll be ending on the 13th when Mercury goes into retrograde. And yeah, we're just going to get right into it because I can't make these videos too long. Hopefully we can just keep this in one part, but might have to go into a part two. This one today is going to be called Settle, Restructure, and Ascend. The ultimate goal in life for the sovereign being is co-creation. In the meantime, there are so many things in this world that the earthling wants. What you want, as well as what you receive, is all a part of your story. What you start out with in life, as well as the position you find yourself in, is part of your personal test. Once you can get past the fact that you came to this planet and this star system in agreement with these structured variables, that's when you can start to consciously identify what serves your true purpose, and ultimately what does not serve your highest timeline. The first step, as harsh as this might sound, is becoming aware that what you first set out to achieve before your awakening is in fact your pursuit towards your failure. Or you can look at this as your first opportunity to settle into the becoming of your authentic self, your sovereignty, and your original life's mission. You now have the advantage that many will never achieve, which is the ability to restructure your experiences from your past, present, and future moments. What was your life before? Where has it led you? And how will you never fall back into such illusions ever again? The last step involves the most commitment to yourself and your life's ultimate goal, and demands the hardest work ever put forth: ascension. If you can maintain a forward motion in your perspective to your original mission and not fall back to what was, then you will be making the biggest commitment to your authentic self possible, which is helping all of humankind settle, restructure, and ascend to their ultimate goal of co-creation. Okay, having said that, we have an intuitive read here. I am not fully going to go off of the cards. As I tried to make this as small as possible, but as usual, Spirit pulled out a ton of cards to clarify both light and shadow aspect, and rightfully so, because I pulled less stock card affirmations. I pulled 3 of them, and then 1 for the top and 1 for the bottom. And so we have quite a series. And first we're going to start with the bottom of the deck, of the Thoth deck. We're doing Thoth today, and we're going to get oracle affirmations. So we got the Queen of Cups, we got love, we got disappointment. Oh, we got the 10 of Discs, which is the wealth card. Let me put that back where it goes. We got the Emperor, and we got the Star card. Okay, so yeah, so you are a very confident person, a very loving person, emotional person, yes. And the signs that I'm getting here are, I'm getting somewhat of a strong Aquarius, or strong Aquarius in your chart. I'm getting Scorpio. I am getting Gemini and or air signs. So you could either be an air sign, or you could be dealing with an air sign. This isn't going to resonate for everybody, but I encourage you to sit in to one extent or another. But we have someone who's very divinely guided, who knows what they want, and who's capable of achieving their goals. So I'm assuming that is you. Okay, so trying to get an honest read going on here, intuitive read. So what we got starting out with is somebody who has received perhaps some divine messages. This could be messages from the 3D. exposing a bit of cruelty, and now this cruelty is coming to the surface. For some of you, for the singles, this is a collective reading. For the singles, this is going to be something that was in your subconscious that you've just had to deal with, some truth that's come out, some illusions that have been exposed for what they are. Take it as it resonates. And you're now figuring out exactly how to strategize and move past this current feeling you're feeling, the feeling of defeat, the feeling of being lost, the feeling of being abandoned. And for some of you, this has already happened in your past. It's been a long, drawn out journey. Let's just call it a journey. And but for those of you who have been in a relationship or who were in a relationship, you exposed this partner for, you know, their true intentions, their cruelty, and the way that they have been oppressing you. That wasn't there when you first started. When you first started there, it was an opportunity to build a relationship. And this could apply to the singles too. You had an opportunity to build in a relationship, but then some truths, perhaps truths within yourself, were exposed, and you figured out that is not the way to go when it comes to what fulfills you in life. So in the past, we have here exposure. We have the Ace of Swords in the light, and cruelty, the Nine of Swords in the shadow. So, which is telling me that this, it's whether it's a divine soul tie, or just a divine life's mission, what you came here to do in the first place. These things are coming to the surface, and you're starting to realize that you need to shed the way that you perceive this energy, we'll just call it, since we're dealing with all kinds of people today. You're trying to find a way to move past and transmute this energy or this person. So moving forward, we have, and this is where I'll start to get into the cards I pulled for the light in the bottom. So we have communication moving forward, trying to differentiate between past beliefs and trying to balance out past beliefs and future beliefs. This is the science card coming out, kind of giving me that sort of, for some, it's going to be the sort of science over religion, religion over science, or at least trying to use your logical mind to kind of integrate both things, both aspects that are in the fourth dimensional aspects of religion, or just beliefs in general, or what you were brought up to believe, and how your newfound understanding of life is going to create an abundance here in the now, okay, which is clarified by the Nine of Discs. You are in the present moment on the verge of success when it comes to balancing your emotional, mental, and physical state. Okay, let me know if that resonates for you. In the middle card, the stock cards, we got a water sign. So that's kind of giving me strong Aquarius energy, perhaps Scorpio energy. There is a loving aspect here, so there could also be Pisces, maybe Pisces moon in here somewhere, or just strong Pisces in your chart. And then from there, we're going to move up into the light aspects, that you found yourself tangled in a web, which is doubly clarified actually by the spider affirmation card, the stock card Spider, which is a forward motion energy in the light aspect, but also the spider weaves a web. Okay, so either you've woven this web for yourself, the divine has woven this web for you as part of your personal test in your story, or for those that applies in a relationship, somebody in this, or you possibly even, somebody in this relationship has woven webs either purposely or subconsciously in the relationship, and it's something now you're moving on from. And so like I was saying about the double clarified with the spider and the webs is the Ace of Cups, because what I'm looking intuitive for this emotional divine card of the Ace of Cups, there is a sense of a web being there and being exposed probably from the past. Okay, now coming to the present moment. But you also have the sun card, which is Leo energy. But I'm also getting Cancer in there. Cancer's there, intuitively, and how you now need to center and balance yourself to that which brings you joy and or clarity. They're telling me clarity. So and to find clarity, you need to expose these past wants, these past desires, and these things that maybe have been either handed down to you or you just sort of attached yourself to them for a really good reason. Okay, you had goals, you had aspirations, but ultimately it was a failure, and now you need to restructure, realign yourself, and settle in the fact that didn't work out for you, but it didn't work out for a reason, and now you need to ascend to the higher timeline. You see this now. In one aspect or another, whether you're a single or you're in a relationship or you're in a relationship you need to get out of. And this is giving me a strong impression that there's somebody in here, whoever I'm talking to, is in a relationship that they need to get out of. And in order to do this, you need to find balance in all, so on and so forth, what I was just mentioning. And discover your true power and use your intuition. We got 2 cards here from the past and the present, signifying that this person has a strong intuition, and that is what they're trying to, the divine or spirit, whoever, God, whoever you answer to, is trying to tell you that you need to tap into that intuition more, perhaps work with amethyst, not only to protect yourself, but also to exercise the third eye chakra, your throat chakra. I see a lot of blue here. Exercising, finding your voice, and also if you have an opportunity, if this is you, say if you're this Leo, or if you're this Scorpio, or if you're this Cancer, whoever, find a way to get a hold of some moldavite. Okay, I have here 2 pieces of moldavite, and I have paired that with Herkimer diamond. Do I have Herkimer on me? I do. Hang on. Herkimer diamond. Which if you're in the New York State, you can actually go for free and mine this for yourself in Herkimer, New York. It's a small town. You can find these for free. If you're short on money, just make the trip. If you can, they're telling me take a bus out there. This is dangerous, but they're also telling me go stick out your thumb and hitchhike. I don't know why they're telling me that. I personally wouldn't recommend something here in the 3D that might be dangerous for you, depending on who you are. But maybe you do have a lot of courage, because I am seeing some courage here too. Okay, anyways, moving on. If you can get a hold of some moldavite to facilitate the strength and the courage, and perhaps pair that with Herkimer diamond, that will catapult you forward on your life's mission, and with some abandon, ridding yourself of those fears or whatever's held you back in the past, that can actually prove to be quite fruitful for you in the future. 13:55 on the clock. Okay, so we've established that we got a water sign here, possibly battling an air sign, or at least moving past this air sign, perhaps Gemini. I'm just gonna, finding balance kind of, tells me a little bit of Libra here. But I'm not going to get too much into that. Oh, I'm sorry. I said Aquarius. Yes. So we have Aquarius here too. So you could either be an Aquarius, or you could be a water sign. You could be, a Scorpio, Cancer, possibly Pisces, maybe. But in that shadow aspect, okay, whoever this applies to has established a knowledge or a conscious knowing of the cruelties in your life, and how it has led you, your actions are telling me, your actions to sort of reflect a defeatist a defeatist sort of standpoint, or you whatever you do, or the way you communicate, just sort of, is sort of just, you defeat yourself at every turn. Self-sabotage, they're telling me. Okay. And perhaps, like I mentioned, working on, your intuition and your third eye, also working on your throat chakra to find your voice. There's a lot of blue here. And that for that, you might want to look into blue laced agate. Lapis lazuli is a very powerful stone, and celestite for communicating with the divine, or channeling your angels. Learn how to invoke or to call forth your archangels for support, is what they're telling me. So down in the shadow aspect, below the water sign affirmation and the defeat card, the Five of Swords, we have looking for trouble. So somewhere in there, that's sort of like doubling down on how your shadow aspect is whatever's in your shadow is helping you to test you with this self-sabotage. Follow me. By looking for trouble, or perhaps you are consciously looking with a forward motion, looking for trouble in your shadow to find out what has oppressed you. And so we have a 10 of Wands card coming out with the oppression card. Okay. And I'm not really going to pull the signs for that. They're telling me that they don't really apply to this, but the energy itself with the 10 of Wands and the oppression, or the way the card stands for it, whatever the card stands for itself, intuitively, it's kind of just giving me an overall done with the oppression, or finally finding out and be settled in the fact of what has kept you back in the past, what the self-sabotage is. This clinginess, this neediness, they're telling me. Okay, so I think that's sort of clear. The webs we weave, there's water signs involved, air signs involved, divinely guided person tapping into their intuition, moving forward, perhaps feeling a little bit lost in the moment, but having a strong sense of your own emotions, which are your strength, and harnessing that energy, harnessing that power. You're on the verge of success, and you're ready to move forward, really, divinely guided, and balancing out those past beliefs, or maybe perhaps if you were battling someone's religious beliefs in the past, could be a family member, could be a person you were married to, and you no longer sync up with this energy. Okay, but you're moving on, and the way you're moving on is you're finding fulfillment on a steady road. Okay, steady road, knowing that you have choices, knowing that there's multiple collaborations to be had in the future, and what they're telling me right now in my ear is working through the pillars of duality. This isn't normally a message I put out there, but this is what they're telling me, is to realize that there is, as long as you don't hurt anybody, there is no right and wrong. So in a relationship aspect, or perhaps an aspiration for a relationship, you might have come from the past beliefs. They're telling me to say this. This is not something I normally talk about, but they're telling me to point out the fact that non-dualistic approach in life. See, the law of the universe has no moral code in the sense of right and wrong, and there is no what they're trying to tell me to say is that, your approach to relationships or collaboration, as long as you don't hurt anybody, okay, as long as you don't hurt anybody, they're telling me marriage, there's no like set standard for two people coming together, or a collaboration in general. Take it as it resonates, coming together. So maybe you're moving past like your past beliefs of how you thought marriage should be. Maybe the way the traditional Christian way of being married, or in other cultures, the way two people are bound together in marriage, those rules no longer apply to you, or at least maybe they no longer apply to somebody in your life, and maybe that's causes or disconnection, I should say, disconnection, or miscommunication in your past beliefs. And now you're starting to look through and finding a non-dualistic approach to how you want your relationships to go. And in some people's story, this is telling me that however you're approaching this relationship you might be in or you're going into, somebody is going to cheat on you. Okay? Take it as it resonates. You're just going to get some truth on this channel. It just comes out. Someone's going to cheat on you, but that is part of your life's test in your future. And for some of you, this has already happened. For some of you, you're going through this right now, trying to figure out a way to separate yourself from this energy. But really what you need, it's all about your perspective and your approach. And if you're hanging on to the fact that, oh, they did me wrong, what Spirit is saying is, like, did they really do you wrong? I mean, keeping in mind the law of the universe, does not dictate whether or not cheating on somebody is right or wrong. That's just not how the way the universe works. Everybody gets cheated on. You ever wonder why that is? You ever wonder why that's so? It's because it's part of a life's test with 21:35 on the clock. And they may subconsciously understand that they have options and desires, that the luxury of life, isn't set in stone in any one way, you might have lured somebody in with your beliefs. Oh, I have beliefs and boundaries that stand here and I don't move out of there. So you better be this type of person. Or they have done this to you, or someone, maybe online, you found somebody, they wrote it out perfectly. Oh, these are my morals, and these are my standards, and this is my religious beliefs, and this is my background, and this is what I believe. But then moving into these relationships, you find out that that's not the case at all. They were just a bunch of kind, funny words that resonated with you at the time. And then a person makes excuses. So for some of you, this is going to be in the future. Some of you, this is the past. They make excuses as to why they don't actually believe that, and they kind of put the blame on you. I think I've got Aquarius coming out like three or four times here. I believe, yeah, and I've got Cancer coming out like maybe 3 times. So we got Cancer, Scorpio, or at least a strong Cancer Scorpio energy. So this could be a Cancer battling a Scorpio. This could be an Aquarius battling a Scorpio, or battling the Scorpio within themselves, depending on where it is in your astrological chart. This could be, okay, so we got Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius, we got Gemini, and I believe we got Libra here too. Okay, so I don't mean to stay on this too much. 23:36 on the clock. So keeping in mind those astrological energies, and how talking about in the light aspect, someone came to the realization that life just isn't the way it is. Looking at things now through looking at the luxuries of life as choices, and what fulfills their mission, their original mission. Not saying that your original mission is to cheat on people or harm people or hurt people. That's not. It's like the opposite of what I was trying to get at. Is that realizing that these are our tests, and we will be faced with these tests. Doesn't mean that you can't have a strong ethical code, can't have a strong moral background. You can have those things too, just as long as you understand the way life is set out and what you agreed upon when you came here to this planet in the star system. Okay, the shit will happen, and it's part of your story and your test. Okay, anyways, keeping that in mind, looking through this non-dualistic point of view, that life is full of choices and tests. Somebody's sending somebody packing, okay? Or you're packing. Somebody's packed up their beliefs, packed up what doesn't serve them anymore, and is tossed to the side. Perhaps you're having a moving sale, and and you are moving forward from things that have things that you have exposed in your emotional mind that have tied you down and felt you defeated, and now your bags are packed and you're moving forward, clarified by the bags are packed card. And you do have a lot of work to do on yourself. For some of you, this is going to be a lot of physical work on your body to help you feel better about yourself, kind of coming into fruition to the image that you want to portray to others. And I didn't even notice this before, but we have 2 3s coming out here. 2 3s in your future shadow cards, 4, 5, 6, and we have a 6 in your coming out with a 4 and a 2, coming out in your light aspect cards. Above, bags are packed, and below, bags are packed are the 2 3s. The 3 of discs, the works card, and the 3 of cups, the abundance card. Okay, so there's, for some of y'all, and I think I was already saying this, that there will be emotional tests going on here. Okay, and there will be a lot of work established to find this new quote unquote moral ground or ethical standard that you are now having to move forward with in your future. You have a lot to fight for. You have a lot of good, and you have a lot of integrity, and a lot of the underdog, they're telling me, underdog to fight for. Okay, you either you're the underdog, you have children that you're fighting for, or you're fighting for the underdog within yourself. Okay, to work through the things that have held you back, that have caused you this defeat standpoint and the ability to produce abundance in whatever aspect or energy that is for you. So you do have work to do, but you do have choices in establishing what would be emotional fulfillment, or your life's pursuit, your works, your fulfillment. We got the luxury, which is the 4 of cups, an emotional card, finding balance, and also the 3 of discs, works, which is telling me that somewhere in your chart you need to tap in. Somewhere within your consciousness, your higher self and timeline, you need to tap in and establish a new set of ethical moral codes from whatever was holding you back in the past, and a new set of boundaries. Like I said, it's not bad to have boundaries. It's not bad to have ethics and morals. Okay, you can still have that and still look at things through a non-dualistic approach. Shit happens, and you need to settle in that fact, restructure yourself, and ascend forward, however that might be, on your path of ascension in a higher timeline, with like I always say, with the goal of co-creation in mind. However that resonates with you, make sure you hit the thumbs up, be subscribed to this channel for more truth, and leave me a comment down below on how this resonates with you. We're going to move forward. We're just going to pull advice from the Oracle of Ascendance deck. We're going to skip tops and bottoms today because we're going to keep this mildly short. Let's see if we can't get a little bit. We're going to pull 3, see if we can't get some advice from Spirit on what exactly the advice is moving forward. Pull some advice, Spirit. A second, must be at the bottom here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Cool. All right. Okay, so we're going to pull, I think, a few more because we have a couple affirmation cards. We got the fact that somebody was dealing with an air sign, okay, element of air, all right, and also reaffirming the fact of finding balance in communication. We have the throat chakra card for those of you who need to be working more on your throat chakra, finding your voice, finding balance in your communication in these times. Don't forget, this is part of the Mercury retrograde series. So finding out where you misunderstood the communications, or finding balance and an understanding through the pillars of duality on what exactly it is that is causing miscommunications in your life. Okay, perhaps in this present time or perhaps in the past. Then we got the Yesod and Sephiroth card, which we're going to pull real quick before we pull any more. 30:08 on the clock. We're going to maybe go 5 more minutes. Okay, Yesod. Oh, sorry. Yesod. Hang on one second, y'all. Yesod. 35, real quick. Yeah, here we go. Yesod, keyword foundation. Okay, finding foundation is the 9th sphere and balances Netzach and Had. And balances Netzach and Had. It is the base of the middle pillar of the tree of life. Yesod rules the realm of cycles and movement, governing things such as time, moon phases, seasons, tidal flows, and reproductive cycles. It also governs the unconscious mind and emotions. It can be viewed as a sort of grand machinery that powers the ordered, cyclical functions of the universe. When Yesod appears in your reading, you are asked to balance yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically. Only from this place of balance can you provide yourself with the new and necessary insight to help you achieve and overcome your obstacles. Have your personal cycles fallen out of sync? While nothing can remain constant forever, the stabilizing and grounding foundational energies of Yesod can help you to reorder and rebalance your life. Okay, so I think that's pretty clear, and that landed right on the defeat, right between the defeat and the 6 of Swords, the science card. So right smack dab, right on top of the water sign. For those of you who resonate with the color purple, perhaps work with Lepidiolite, work with Labradorite, work with amethyst, like I was saying before. Okay, and that will help you to establish a connection with your creativity and imagination, to protect yourself, and they're telling me, and to willingly embody change or accept the great change and be responsible for where you go in the future from that change, to accept great change and understand exactly how to deal with it and protect yourself. Using your creativity and your imagination to produce abundance in your energetic works or your physical works moving forward, or in exercising that throat chakra, getting in touch with your higher consciousness. Okay, and we're going to pull one more. Let's see what it says. Ooh, okay, double clarifying Gemini, and it threw it to the top, so we're going to pull another one. The Gemini landed on the Queen of Cups, so a Gemini, some air sign, and a water sign, perhaps Scorpio, perhaps Cancer, maybe Pisces, battling with the Gemini, or at least this is exposing the miscommunications, however that resonates with you, going on in this time, or that you have gone through in the past. Let's pull another. They're making me pull more. They're making me do it. Okay, cool. Here we go. This is the card right here. The sacral chakra coming out. Sacral chakra. We're going to go ahead and see if we can't find something that resonates with that. They are telling me to look at the bottom. Oh, look, we got Libra. Another air sign. So we got Gemini coming out. We got Libra coming out. So finding balance, the center of all things, a middle path. We got Gemini and Libra going on here. Both like they're both Gemini's on your past side of your present moment, and Libra is on your future side of your present moment. With Yesod right underneath them. So yeah, divine intuition moving forward and ascending forward. The message was settle, restructure, and ascend. However that resonates with you. Okay. All right. Sacral chakra. Also, somebody could be. Oh, look. What did that say? That clarification. Netzach coming out again. We'll just leave that down there at the bottom. Okay. And if you want to look further into these meanings, go ahead, review this video again, take down notes and look those up. We don't have time to look those up, but we are going to end on the sacral chakra with 35:29 on the clock. Sacral chakra 39. Okay. Sacral chakra. The sacral chakra, also called Swadhisthana, is the second chakra located just below the navel. It emanates the energies related to creativity, self-worth, and sexuality. It also governs the energies of friendliness, sensation, and emotion. It resonates to the color orange, and the gemstones carnelian, agate, orange calcite, and tiger's eye. When this card appears in your reading, you are being asked to examine how you emotionally communicate, both with yourself and with others. Are you effectively communicating your creative thoughts, ideas, and expressions in an understandable, loving, and healthy way? If not, this chakra may be out of balance. You are asked to meditate upon its energies to examine and understand your drive for creative expression, as well as your understanding of your own emotions to help with your situation. And as I was reading that, they're telling me in my ear, whether or not you identify as a masculine, feminine, identify as a man or a woman, it applies to both of you. Both viewers in this reading, watching this video, need to work on their sacral chakra, and I just mentioned the stones associated with them. Make sure you go down to your corner crystal shop, your local crystal shop, or go online and find yourself some genuine stones that help you with not only your sacral chakra, but with your third eye and your throat chakra. For some of y'all, that's your heart chakra, and for everybody, that's your root chakra. Excuse me. Okay, I hope this video resonated with you. Make sure you smash the thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below on what you're getting out of this, or your own interpretation with how this applies to you in your story. Make sure you're subscribed for more truth. I'm going to be putting out some more shorts, but I haven't been really prominent in the shorts category because I don't really want to over promote myself, because it just brings in more people that when they find out how much truth and truth and information, like the harsh truth that comes out, they have a tendency to unsubscribe to the channel. And really, we're light warriors, we're light workers, you know, we're guardians of divine creation through inspiration, and we're not messing around here. We're here to actually put in the hard work, and I hope this video finds you putting in the hardest work of all, which is making sure you ascend to your higher timeline. My name is Ryan. Thank you for letting me read for the collective. Namaste. I see you. I love you guys, and I will catch you on the next one.